नमस्ते एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल सुस्कारा बाय निशिता। आई होप कि आप लोग एकदम स्वस्थ, मस्त और तंदुरुस्त होंगे। आज की वीडियो में हम बात करने वाले हैं कुछ कॉमन आसनास की कॉमन मिस्टेक्स। ये आसनास हम रोज अपनी डेली प्रैक्टिस में करते हैं, बट कुछ मिस्टेक्स है जो हम ओवरलुक कर देते हैं। हम उसी के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं ताकि आप अपने प्रैक्टिस में ये मिस्टेक्स ना करें। सो विदाउट वेस्टिंग एनी मोर टाइम, लेट्स डाइव इन। So the first asana is the Vrikshasana or the tree pose. Now what we do is, when we stand, we place the foot on the knee. Now the entire pressure is on the knee joint. This is incorrect. Now if you're someone starting the yoga journey and you're not able to place your feet high, then you can place it on the calf, that is here. Now if you're someone who has a fairly good flexibility, then you can try to get the feet here, and that's how it's supposed to be on the inner thigh. Now the knee positioning, you will see the knee like this, and this is incorrect. The knee has to be turned out and the chest is facing forward. Now the knee is out, that doesn't mean that your chest is also facing the knee. Your chest is facing forward and the knee is turned out. And then you get the hands up and you can close the eyes. Now here, what we do is we focus too much on the bent leg or we focus too much on the balance. Whereas the focus should be on the standing leg. This is the base of your asana and you need to focus on this leg because this is the leg that is going to give you the balance. So when we get the feet up, now focus on the leg. This is the base. So for a longer balance and for a stable balance, you need to focus on the standing leg. Now the next asana is Paschimottanasana. Now if we break down the word Paschim, that means this is Purv and this is Paschim. Paschim and Uttan is extreme stretch or deep stretch. So stretching the back side, the posterior side of the body. Now generally you might have seen people doing this. Now when you do this, you're definitely stretching your calf and your hamstring, but you forget the back. Now Paschim, the posterior side also includes your erector spinae muscle. So for that, we grab and then we hunch and then go down. You see this hunch, this is very important. This is stretching the erector spinae muscle and that's how we stay true to the meaning of Paschimottan. So don't try to go forward and place few bricks. Instead, try and stretch your erector spinae muscle. So let me show you once again. This is the correct posture. Coming to the next asana, Janu Shirshasana. So for that, we're sitting in Dandasana. Then I bend my right leg. Now from here, I'm going to grab the arch of the foot or you can grab the big toe. Then take a deep breath in and then exhale, go down. Now what is the mistake that we end up doing? So if you have fairly good flexibility, so you can easily go here. You're touching your head to the shin bone, or you may even go further if you have even more good flexibility. Now what the asana is saying, Janu Shirshasana. So Janu is your knee and Shish is your head. So you have to touch your head to the knee. So actually the asana is asking you to get here. So now don't try to go ahead and lengthen your spine so you lose that flexibility or stretching of the back muscles. So just try and get the head to the knee. So this is a very common mistake we see in both the asanas, the Paschimottanasana and the Janu Shirsha Asana. Coming to the next asana, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now in this asana, first of all, the feet are not together. This is Parvatasana, and the feet are hip width apart for Adho Mukha Svanasana. Now what we do is, if we want to stretch the hamstrings, we keep the knee locked and then we push back. So we are stretching the calf and the hamstring muscles. Now, if you don't want to stretch the calf and the hamstring, you slightly bend and you push down. Now, what we see mostly is, I would say 99% is, we see the spine is absolutely straight. Now, if you go back in the text, you'll see all the yoga practitioners, the advanced yoga practitioners, you'll see a slight hunch. So, you'll see a slight hunch, stretching the spine. Also, when we push the chest, now what happens is, you'll see some people doing this. Now you feel you're getting closer to the thigh, but what you're doing is you're just moving the head. So instead, try to keep your head in between the hands and then keeping a slight hunch, shift. Don't get the head like this. Now, third important thing is, you place the entire palm. Now the weight is on the entire palm, not on the wrist or on the fingertips. Place the entire palm firmly on the mat. Now the shoulder blades are out, up and out. And then slight hunch, and then we go into Adho Mukha Svanasana. So, remember the difference between Parvatasana and Adho Mukha Svanasana, and also try to have that slight hunch instead of getting your spine straight. We need that slight hunch. That hunch helps us in a lot of asana. We need the stretch of the erector spinae muscle. Thank you for watching my video. I hope you learned something new in this video. And if you did, then please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. मैं अपने चैनल में ऐसे ही कुछ लाइफस्टाइल डिजीजेस के बारे में डालती हूँ जिनके सोल्यूशन योगा और आयुर्वेदा में छुपा है, या बहुत कॉम्प्लेक्स सा कोई आसना है जिसको मैं ब्रेक डाउन करती हूँ आपके लिए, ताकि आप भी उसको इजीली परफॉर्म कर सके विदाउट एनी इंजरीज। और हाँ, अगर आप एक योगा टीचर है जिसको अपनी जर्नी यहाँ से यहाँ स्केल करनी है, देन यू नीड टू फॉलो आरोग्यम योगा एंड वेलनेस बाय सप्तशिखा। वो अपने चैनल में ऐसे ही वीडियोस डालती है और आपको करेक्ट गाइडेंस देती है ताकि आप अपनी योगा जर्नी बहुत अच्छे से स्केल कर सकें। और हाँ, अगर आप एक ऐसे व्यक्ति हैं जो अपने कंफर्ट में एक टीटीसी करना चाहते हैं और हमसे सीखना चाहते हैं योगा, देन यू नीड टू कॉल ऑन दिस नंबर फॉर मोर डिटेल्स। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में, तब तक के लिए नमस्ते।